Hey guys, this is Taylor. Welcome back to Taylor Talks. So today we're going to be talking about the It movies. We're going to be comparing the 1990s version with today's 2017 version. Gonna be whoa! You in the back! Quit clowning around!
Yeah, don't give us no funny business.
Welcome to Taylor Talks. Alright guys, so today Huff Daddy and I will be discussing our different opinions on which of the It movies is the best, the perfect embodiment of Stephen King's genre. Everything that he's ever worked for being put on a screen, and which one just is better. So, Will, which movie do you think is better?
Hey guys, Huff Daddy here. I'm just gonna start off by saying everybody loves the classic villain. You know, everyone loves the sneering smirk of the cocky, arrogant villain that just dominates the movie. And by the end of the movie, that villain, he or she, is all that you think about. You go home thinking about that one character. It steals the show. And truth be told, that the 1990 version of it captures that better than any horror film I can think of in recent history.
Oh god, I feel a disagreement coming on.
Oh, Taylor. Oh, Taylor. You know, these days, just last week I talked about how country music has devolved and it's not what we know it to be and not what we want it to be. And frankly, that's absolutely true for modern horror films. In new movies, they don't ever show the monster. It's just this lurking evil that just sits in the background and then jump scare and jump scare and jump scare and jump scare and jump scare, and it's over and over again. And we've seen that 100 times over and over again, and it's not scary anymore. See, with Tim Curry's Pennywise in the original It miniseries, he was sinister. He was flat out evil. You know, his enemies were a group of kids, and he wasn't ashamed to terrorize little kids. It was just he was just pure. He was sinister incarnate. He didn't act as a silent character. He was constantly there. You know, and when you look at I think it's Skarsgård's Pennywise, you know, he's got this scary aspect. There's no way that clown is going to be able to lure kids. No kid's gonna walk near that creepy clown. But Tim Curry gives off this friendly appearance, and then the moment you meet him, he's this absolute monster. And we're missing that in modern horror. The classic movie monster that just was pure evil and not just a lurking evil.
Well,
so
I'm gonna have to agree to disagree on that one, Will. I don't know if you know this, but spoiler alert if you haven't seen the new It movie yet, just real fast. The new Pennywise, who is played by a very attractive actor named Bill Skarsgård, he bases his terror on literal fear. He takes all these little kids' fears and he holds it against them. So you have, as you're watching, if you can't tell, I prefer the 2017 version of It. He pulls all these elements together of these young boys and girls' fears, and he pins it against them, and it's absolutely terrifying because in your head you're not sure if what is going on is actually happening or if it's just the Pennywise is playing a trick on the kids. I mean, it's terrifying. Personally, my biggest fear in the whole entire world is clowns, and I was able to thoroughly enjoy the new It. The 1990s version, to be quite frank with you, I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't like that the clown was the only scary thing about it. I think when you watch it, the scariest part and the thing you remember the most is just Tim Curry. There's not many more aspects because it is this unknown force. It's this, it's not necessarily just Pennywise. It's powers, So, I don't know. Also, this new movie, come on. Finn Wolfhard? Oh my gosh. Any movie with him in it's got to be better. And if you don't believe me, I took a look on Rotten Tomatoes, Will. I took a look on Rotten Tomatoes. Are you ready to hear what I found?
I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes anyway, so go ahead.
Well, the new 2017 It got a whopping 87%. And the old is struggling with a 57%.
Well, if I know I'm probably very educated on this, and so to educate you more on how Rotten Tomatoes works, Taylor, Rotten Tomatoes doesn't mean that they gave it an 87 out of 100. That meant that 87% of the people who watched it for Rotten Tomatoes gave it over a 50%. For all you know, all 87 of those Rotten Tomatoes watchers gave it a 51, which gave it a fresh. And for all you know, and the old one, the 57% that enjoyed it could have gave it 100%, and the other ones could have just the other 43 just gave it just under a fresh ranking at 49%, which means, for all we know, the old It could have a higher rating by Rotten Tomatoes viewers.
What, Rotten Tomatoes? Well, I'm glad you're the inventor of Rotten Tomatoes, Will. I really am. I'm glad that you programmed that website. Anyway, I'm going to go on with another point that Pennywise had a glow up. He's quite frightening. Of course, the old Pennywise, he was pretty scary at the time, but this 2017 guy, he's really up to date with the new fears and stuff with his creepy, lengthy body. And in that whole movie, the special effects team killed it. There was parts of it, and I was wondering how they got a freaking clown to be doing 17 backflips in a row. And how they got a dragon. There wasn't a dragon. It was, I'm not going to say what it really was because I don't want to spoil the movie for all y'all. But a dragon to look so real. I was like, where did they get that dragon? So this is where I'm just going to give
You really said that, Taylor?
Yes, I did, out loud. And somebody said they got it from the special effects people who I'm about to give a shout out to.
I struggle believing that, Taylor.
Okay, well, you obviously weren't sitting next to me in the movie theater. So here's just a quick little shout out to the people who did work on the visual effects and stuff like that. I don't know how to say this, but Amalgamated Dynamics were the people in charge of all the makeup stuff, so Pennywise came straight from them, which is great. Atomic Arts, Rodeo FX, and Savage Visual Effects were all the visual things you saw, so that was pretty great. But anyway, back to business. I think that the relentlessly grotesque and unsettling tones are the closest match to Stephen King's brand of horror. Like, the 1990s, it was almost humorous. As someone who is absolutely terrified of clowns, I watched it and I was fine. The clown made my stomach hurt a little bit, but,
Yeah, first off, I'm going to say, being scared of clowns is trendy. It's a trendy thing to be scared of clowns.
My phobia is trendy to you?
Absolutely. 100%. It's this mass phobia that everyone has to adopt because someone else has it, and they have to be relatable to someone else. And that's what Stephen King was trying to play off. So yes, the original miniseries did veer off from Stephen King's original goal, but that's okay. That's okay because the filmmakers didn't want to make another cliched clown that was just had to be scary. Had to be what every other clown was. I compared it to American Horror Stories. The Twisty the clown that they had was just had to be this scary clown to play off the over exaggerated fears of clowns. And it's an odd man out, but the Joker was something completely different, and that's what Tim Curry was a clown that wasn't exactly the clowns that you see in all these other things. It wasn't cliche, which is what we have too much of nowadays.
Personally, I believe Tim Curry's outfits and makeup was quite similar to like the stereotypical clown, but we won't talk about that right now. We won't get into that because we're running out of time here. But yeah, honestly, I believe what you say when you say that people do adopt clown phobias. I get it. But personally, my clown phobia comes from a deep fear of a birthday party I went to in 2nd grade. We're not going to get into that either. But I can assure you, my phobia is justified.
Okay.
And we actually have...
If you believe that.
Yeah, I do believe it will. Thank you very much. Anyway, we're going to get to the guest we have in our studio today. Huff Daddy's wife, Purple Girl. Everybody
Girl.
say hello. All right, Purple Girl. So, she has never seen either version of Pennywise. So, from an unbiased... except for the fact that she's married to Huff Daddy, which we'll talk about later, an unbiased viewpoint, so the Purple Girl is going to tell us who she's more afraid of. Old Pennywise or new Pennywise? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm about to show her the picture.
It's okay, honey.
Okay.
I'm about to show her the picture.
Oh my god, I can't even look at the new Pennywise.
It's okay, honey.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Okay, I think that the old Pennywise just looks like a birthday clown. Like, if he showed up to my birthday party, I'd be like, okay, this is kind of weird, but, like, okay, like, I guess. And, like, if the new Pennywise showed up, like, I feel like I would just run. And
I agree.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
I can't look at it anymore, Taylor. I'm sorry.
I don't mean to debate with my own spouse, but Pennywise is meant. How could the new Pennywise attract Georgie down that sewer?
Well, he did it.
No way. The thing about Tim Curry's was he was meant to drag the kids in, to make them to play on their emotions, because one moment they can almost trust him, and the next moment they can't. No kid is ever going to be dragged in by Skarsgård's clown, because he's horrific to look at.
Well, Skarsgård's clown
scarred my wife.
Skarsgård's clown. I can't even say that. Say that 10 times fast. We're running out of time here. But my last point is that his clown ran on fear. He wasn't scary. He looked quite inviting until he was. Started feeding off the fear of the children. But we don't have to end this here, folks. Go ahead and comment down below what you think about the two movies. And my ending point, both movies are great, but the newer one it's just more modern to me. It's more terrifying. Purple Girl over here took my glasses, so I couldn't see what I was reading. Go ahead, Will. Finish off.
Just closing thoughts. 2 different movies for 2 different times. Both can be appreciated in different ways.
Exactly. I'm a fan of both movies.
Formulate your own opinion on it. You should definitely probably listen to mine a little bit more than Taylor's. But
or mine. I'm
okay.
pretty smart.
It's okay, Taylor.
So me and Will are still friends here. So thank you guys. We love you so much. We know that you love us more.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, thank you guys. Have a great day. Taylor Talks is over.